Mysteries. We're just gonna go with it. We're doing Candlekeep. Hey everyone, welcome to Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or
Cast.
I'm gonna apologize in advance. I have a horrible cough. Rio's voice isn't going.
What are you talking about?
Like we're all.
Hey.
My voice here?
I have a cough, but my voice is actually better than I thought. But Helena and I were recording the DM wrap-up thing for Witchlight before this, and I started with being like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, my voice is terrible." But that'll be up later this week.
Yay! Yeah, so we're doing 2 hours of D&D. I'm hoping that we're gonna finish up Candlekeep Mysteries, the Canopic being, and then we're going to be doing 2 hours of Starfinder Zero session after that. So be on the lookout for that one. I'm super excited and terrified, but it's going to be great.
Hank is running the show all night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be great.
Seasons of Hank.
I will say it publicly.
Yeah, that's right. We're not gonna pay rent, right? Because that's the first song in Rent. Rent.
Okay, so Kirill's gonna die. Sacrificial lamb. Also, this is a horrible anecdote, but I started a new Stardew Valley game. All of my animals are named after the Candlekeep characters. And so when I go up and like pet them, and they get angry, like I haven't fed them or something, it's like Kirill looks frustrated. I'm like, oh yeah. Anyway,
Benlin a cow or a chicken?
Benlin is a cow, I think.
And what is
Naya
Paige?
is a swan. But it's Henry.
Paige is the other cow.
Paige is what?
Paige is the other cow.
Oh, okay.
Is that
In a game where there can be
No,
a cow,
it's again.
he's still named Paige after a cow.
Yes.
I'm insulted, but we'll talk about it in after party.
It's fine. On that note, I think it's time for a recapitation.
Well, we continued our fight with these golems here in this ginormous room with a pit in the middle. Henry did venture down into the pit quite recklessly and is confronting the sarcophagus down there. It immediately made her projectile vomit over everything. So that was fun. We did dispatch the golems ultimately. Magic is being affected in a very weird way here. I don't know if we figured out the pattern yet, but I want to remind us all that magic is being weird. And we've defeated the golems, and now what is next? Recapitulated.
It's a short one. All right, so both golems have crumbled to dust. You have this room. You have Henry down in a pit, and I believe that the cloud is still active.
The wall of light.
Oh, the wall of light is still there.
Oh, the cloud of
But
poisonous
the
yellow.
noxious cloud is still down there, which I know because that's going to come into play if you're staying down there.
Well, and I'm out of its range currently.
Currently, yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a way up, so
I dropped down to begin meditating.
Down in.
I would like I just dropped down to my
Okay.
crisscross applesauce, and
it's 60,
Delicious.
60
I would like to
down
get a
there.
short rest in, if possible, before I am disturbed.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
I wouldn't mind a short rest in the
Okay, you're
pit.
gonna do it down in the pit.
I can't get out unless someone has 50
Follower.
50 or more feet of rope. You want to get me out of the pit?
I'm sure you guys can cobble it together and.
You want to do that while short resting?
I mean that'll take like 5 minutes and then you can short rest.
Cool. I would like to short rest not in the pit if possible.
Okay.
Dear, did you not bring your utility belt?
Well, it's down here with me, so
So I'm gonna assume you guys all move down off of the ledge thing.
thank you,
I'm
friends.
not staying at the edge.
Okay. And then
Dear friends,
little.
do we think it's a good idea to rest near this tomb, or do we want to go back to the other room?
I mean, a tomb is kind of the best place to rest. It's literally for resting.
We don't
For
want to breathe that
Final
cloud.
rest.
Well, I feel like
Semantics.
every room we go into, there's more chance of danger. Whereas this one,
Possibly cleared, unless whatever's in here decides to come out. All I'm saying is we killed everything in the last room.
Okay. Back to the last room for some.
I
I would
greatly...
still rather watch the sarcophagus.
Okay. Paige is just gonna sit down, crisscross, and fall backwards, and then his legs are gonna go uncrossed again.
After.
I will Song of Rest.
Okay.
If anybody's using die to... Yeah, you can add some stuff to that. Let me tell you what that's gonna be.
I love bards.
Where it's
This is going on.
not an action, actually. That's why it's not showing up there. Okay. You can add a D10
Ooh.
extra.
Thank you.
For each one?
If you or any friendly creature who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending one or more hit dice, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d10. So just one.
So just.
Oh, okay.
And about 30 seconds later, the cloud below disappears. And there's the sarcophagus.
Excellent.
The cloud disappears. Motherfucker, I want to go back down there. That's what was making me throw up, by the way. Also, that eyeball. Can we see it 60 feet? Can we see 60 feet?
You can probably see like a little winky, like a little glittering
Like glitter?
from it.
That's an eyeball. And when I touched it, I heard pan again, and then I started throwing up violently because I was in the cloud.
So you want to go back down there?
Well, now that the cloud's gone.
Was the cloud there when you went down there?
No, I landed on it, and it exploded out of the sarcophagus.
So
I
could
think-
we, by a leap of logic, surmise that perhaps there is a trap somewhere there that releases said cloud?
Maybe. I
And-
did try to remove curse on the sarcophagus, though. Don't know if it worked, but I attempted.
All right. And you couldn't dimension door.
No. Nope, no teleportation, no nothing.
That's good to know.
Hearing this conversation, can I walk over the edge and try to throw a magic dagger down into the eye?
Sure.
Not magic dagger, but psychic dagger. What would you like me to roll?
Just straight, like you're gonna make a normal attack.
I don't know if the psychic daggers can reach.
60 feet?
But isn't it 60 feet down and then everyone's near them?
My spell slots come back on a short rest. Yes.
Warlock!
Delightful.
Not your Mystic Arcanums. She used several.
Well, I get some of them, so I got like Misty Step back, but
Misty
the rest
Step.
of them are long rest.
Oh, what?
Make me a throw.
13.
You hit it and it just tinks right off.
No smoke?
No smoke.
Your psychic daggers work on non-living things, Paige?
You know, it's worth a shot.
It could be alive.
I grab my 2 physical magic daggers and I visibly debate.
Do it.
I hand you a non-magic dagger.
I grab the physical non-magic dagger and I huck that one.
Okay.
28.
You hit it square in the eye, and you hear like a.
Does everybody hear that, or is that just in my head? Everybody hears that?
Everyone. It like came from everywhere.
Oh my.
It's laughing at you.
Are we being mocked?
You released a demon, dude.
I think it's laughing at you.
You're the one who broke the eye. I just slapped it.
Did he break it?
No,
I just
it
stabbed it.
glances right off.
would like to summon a tiny little bird. Good.
Good.
Yes, my most innocent
Oh,
and lovely bird who has never done anything wrong to anyone. I'm going to have it alight itself on the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Start hopping around.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as the bird appears, a yellow cloud puffs out of the sarcophagus. I need that bird to make a Constitution saving throw.
appears or lands on the sarcophagus.
Well, I mean, how far away from the sarcophagus does it appear?
It flies down to it.
Okay, as soon as it flies down to it.
Okay.
Okay, that bird starts vomiting horribly.
Been there.
Which is normal for birds, so he's not
Sorry,
that upset
bud.
about it.
Oh, he's like on his back,
Yeah.
like spread bird. Like,
Body in spasm.
yep.
Ugh.
Just want everyone to notice what Hank does to pure, innocent, good.
I mean,
You're
you're the
the
one
better
that
nature.
good in that situation.
What we need
Alina,
someone
don't
to
bring logic
see
into this.
is if you land not on the sarcophagus or something.
You have good come back. Really
Okay.
wait for the cloud to go away.
Okay.
And then I have him land next to the sarcophagus.
Nothing happens.
Right, good. You're not gonna like this, but go and touch the sarcophagus again. And good gives me a look.
Dad?
Father, no.
His feather touches.
Give it help, good. You're not real.
His feather touches the sarcophagus and nothing happens.
Oh, so we could go down there, easy peasy. Let's do that.
Okay, I'll have him peck a bit of it. And then have him jump up on top.
Nothing happens.
Is there perhaps somewhere else we should go
Is
to
it-
determine more about this infernal box?
There was stuff down there, but the cloud was so thick I couldn't see anything except that empty corner. But it's a sarcophagus room. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff down there.
If I go
Well-
into
I mean, to be perfectly fair, there's stuff up here. I'll point at the vases in the.
That's true. The little alcove vases.
Does anybody want to? Okay, not to put this on somebody else. But does anybody feel compelled to look inside the vases? Because I don't really want to touch it.
I would
Sure.
like to break a vase, Zelda style.
I'll walk over to the nearest vase and poke around.
As you walk up to one of the vases,
the vases or vases.
they're actually jars. They have lids.
The jars, maybe.
This jar is
Are they jars or urns?
a jar. It is approximately 2 feet tall, about a foot wide. It's made from brown clay, and there is a very stark carving of what looks like a sword on the side that is facing you.
Okay. I look inside.
Can I make a history check on the symbol?
Sure.
Oh, it's not a bad roll. Not bad. But it's 19.
It's a sword.
Okay, great.
Does it look like the sword held I have?
It is a very, 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 very plain,
Okay.
like, scratching of a sword. Like, 2 lines down, come to a point, a hilt, and then, like, a handle.
Gotcha.
Like, it is like a 5-year-old part of this.
Is there anything inside the jar?
As you open the jar,
Hey, don't put your face in it.
And maybe don't inhale or exhale.
make me an investigation.
Can I assist?
Sure.
Without getting close.
Okay,
It's gotta be.
touch it.
That's fair enough.
I mean, you're gonna have to be close enough to look over it.
Uh, 21.
At the very bottom of this jar. I was about to say something else, but
Oh, this canopic jar.
This
yeah,
vase.
this canopic jar. You see what looks like a shriveled ball. That's kind of off-colored white.
Okay.
That's just kind of sitting there, and it looks like maybe there was some moisture around it that is like dried up. You also see an eye patch that is set with a sapphire and moonstone eye, and you see two small crystal lenses that, as you examine them more, look like they would fit onto your eyeballs.
Oh yeah, those definitely curse.
I
Scoop the items out
Mhm.
and just hold them up and go, I found things.
identify.
I'm just gonna give you that the eye patch does not feel magical. So that's just a really
Oh, it's specifically the lenses.
the lenses specifically radiate magic. Are you pulling out the orb looking thing?
I would have grabbed the eye patch and the lenses to hold,
Okay.
and so I don't die immediately, right?
No.
Okay. And there's here, and then I would reach in it, or
Okay, the orb is like weirdly squishy but leathery, and it's an old dried up eyeball.
found an eyeball.
Well, at least there's a common theme.
Maybe if we
Whatever you do,
destroy,
don't eat that.
maybe if we destroy that.
I'm just gonna set this over here, and I'm gonna set it on part of the ledge.
Okay.
Try to destroy it or stab it.
Um,
17.
it squishes and nothing happens. But it's now two halves of an eyeball. They look very desiccated.
That was well. It's at least now it's been halved.
I'll pop the eye patch into my bag
Okay.
while we're identifying the lenses.
The lenses seem to be eyes of minute seeing. These crystal lenses fit over your eyes. While wearing them, you can see much better than normal out to a range of 1 foot. You have,
Wait, what?
you have advantage on intelligence investigation checks that rely on sight while searching an area or studying an object within that range. They do not require attunement, so you could pop them in and out as well.
Fancy.
Well, I pop them on and I go to the next urn.
Yeah, I want to help with the next one.
Excuse me.
That was me last week. While they're searching the urns, they have good see if there's a mechanism to open the sarcophagus.
Yeah, make him make an investigation check with disadvantage.
Bird be investigating.
Because you can't see it through his eyes, correct?
Can.
You can? Okay, then no disadvantage.
Birds be investigating. You know how those birds are.
Looking at
The
things.
next jar has a like sphere ball looking symbol on it. So
Okay.
it's kind of shiny.
Oh, okay. So just not just like a circle, like an actual.
It's like, 3D.
Okay.
Like it's
Mine. That's a booty hole.
that's a what?
Booty.
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
It's from mine. That's a booty hole.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Kirill will just kind of cast Mage Hand and see if I can cast it.
On what?
Just to make it appear. Can I make
Oh, yeah.
cast? Okay.
Yeah.
Hi. not to disrupt the fun, mind if I just open it for you before it heads in?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
leave the investigating to you both.
You hit the eye. Whatever you hit it with bounces off.
My rapier?
Sure.
Okay, I go retrieve it.
No, sorry. Not like flies away, but just like you hit it and like it shears to the side or something.
Oh, okay.
You can't like you hit the eye square on, but then like it either bounces or something. Like the eyeball is not destroyed. Okay.
If that happens, I will try and step on it.
I mean, you can step on it and it just kind of.
I gesture to Paige. Pull.
I mean, you keep trying. You hit it a couple times. Nothing happens.
Eldritch
Hold on.
Blast?
Hold on.
Nothing happens.
Hold on. What if we put this eye in the sarcophagus eye?
But is it a crystal eye?
Well, as Good is looking at the sarcophagus,
19, by the way.
and he is looking for a way to open the sarcophagus. He hops across the crystal eyeball, and that crystal eyeball is like part of the sarcophagus. It wasn't like placed into it; it is like seamlessly part of the sarcophagus. He notices that there is a thin crack that runs all around. Like there's a top of the sarcophagus that could be pushed off or something. But there's no locking mechanism, nothing like that, that indicates how you would get the lid off, other than like brute force pushing it.
So if Good was strong enough, he could just push it open.
Theoretically.
I'll mage hand open the next jar.
Okay. Inside, there is a piece of. Give me a medicine check, please.
That be you.
Yeah,
Whoever's
you do.
looking.
Me.
I mean, I'm happy
But I
to do it.
assisted, Sean.
Well, wait, hold on. He's mage handing this open.
Yeah.
Are you looking into it, or who is doing
Oh, I
it?
imagine I would be looking.
I
into
just
it.
wanted to open it before they were like sticking their faces in it in case anything like.
Got it. Okay.
Came out.
So whoever's looking, which we're assuming is Paige, please give me a medicine check.
Medicine.
15.
There's a piece of flesh that looks like a ropish kind of thing.
Foreskin.
That is also kind of shriveled, but still fleshy.
Like foreskin.
And looks like it maybe has some tendrils coming off of it.
Ew.
And thickens at one end and then tapers to a point.
You watch your mouth.
Give me a minute, I will.
It's.
It's gross.
Is it a tendon? Maybe it's a pinky. A small human's arm?
What are the tentacles?
Probably about
Oh, good for him.
that long.
Not if that's all foreskin.
Like, would you?
Can I come over and look in the fucking jar?
Yeah, you can. Give me a medicine check.
I'll assist.
Okay.
I won't.
I have a plus
tendon?
2.
Are you both trained in medicine?
I am.
Jack of all trades.
19.
This is flesh that was from inside something, but
5 skin?
The 19? I still can't
Yes.
tell what it is.
yes.
So it's internal.
Yeah. Is there anything else in
Have
there?
you performed lots of surgery in your life?
No, but I've magically healed hundreds of people.
Yeah, but still, this one's a little weird.
Does
I
it
have a
look like
+9 to medicine. So
Does it look like what you used to make haggis?
Yeah,
No.
that's a
Hold
good
on.
question.
Can I borrow those lenses real quick?
Oh, good. Yes, I didn't put them in, so
you put them
All right. So give me another.
in. Bottom of the jar
You
would
know
be
what?
outside of a foot.
I would grab it and then bring it up to look at it.
Make me a medicine check, which you do not get advantage on because of the
just
lenses. It's just
investigation.
investigation.
Oh, if I had
It's medicine intelligence.
For
Medicine
flavor,
is wisdom.
for flavor, I'd still nothing
Okay.
changed about what I did.
Can I assist now that he's put it out?
Sure.
Roll with advantage then.
if I had a save word, I'd be using it now.
16.
One better.
One better.
Okay, because you're all there doing this, we're gonna add a +5, so it's gonna make that a 21, right? It's a brain stem.
Oh.
Yay!
It's a brain stem. I don't know if I'm
Can we just
Supposed to be
assume
holding
that
that.
all of these jars are going to be filled with awful things? And
some sort of
Was there anything
organ.
else?
Okay, we have a bag of
Oh
holding.
my god.
So put the eye in the bag of holding, put the brainstem in the bag of
Hold
holding.
on. And I just grab it and firmly grasp it.
As you firmly grasp it, it squishes and like starts to like slough off of itself.
Oh,
I bet all of this goes in the sarcophagus.
Sorry, no, it doesn't. Sorry, this specific piece, it's squishy and it slips a little bit like.
Ooh,
like one of the sea cucumbers.
yeah, like one of those toys that has a tube in it. It's like
It's like
Paige goes, I bet that this goes in the sarcophagus.
oh no, in the
put
bag,
it in the bag.
in the bag,
Right.
please.
should we put these things in the bag?
I'd like them in a different extra dimensional space than the one we're in.
Yeah, but we
Put
put
it in the
poop
bag
in
and we
there.
pull out the bag.
I don't like the idea of all the items being together
I
in the
bet
same place.
I bet they all
All
go.
that was in
I'm
the
just
jar?
saying. I bet we raise the mummy lord once we put all of these in the sarcophagus, thus making him whole. He can rise again to once rule the world again. Something like that.
To be
So why do we want to do
no,
that?
to be entirely okay, if we're looking at this from a historical perspective, from a place of traditions and cultures, that would not be how you do it.
At least tell me with a good guess.
And not bad.
Okay, thank you, girl.
Build a mummy.
Built a mummy workshop.
Whatever this is, they wanted them in the jars. So if you're not willing to put them in the bag, understand, I get it. Let's just not put them back in the jars. We'll leave them on the floor.
Didn't someone one time put something with glitter in there? Wouldn't you be mad if your brainstem had glitter on it?
No. I'm not gonna use that for anything.
I personally would be upset if my brain said
Thank you.
If it had glitter on it,
Please
it
stop.
would be down.
Let's check the next one.
I
Please.
just
check the
I
next
set it
one.
down gently.
We have 6 more of these things.
While he's playing with the brainstem, I'll check the next one.
And so, to be clear, we are leaving these items beside
Near-
the jars.
near the
now?
jars.
Oh.
Out of the jar.
if it's
but not
any
in the bag.
consolation, I figured out how to open the sarcophagus if we would like me to do so.
I'd like to
Yes.
get rid of the jars first because I don't know. Okay, I leaps of logic. If they're pulling power from these things, if we can destroy them beforehand, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast a jar. Does anything happen when you Eldritch Blast a jar?
Kirill's like, wait, I can speed this up.
This next one,
No, the first one.
the first one that did not have anything on it in it now,
Yes,
because you took the eyeball out.
yes.
No.
Doesn't shatter, just hits it.
It shatters.
The jar does. Oh, good. Okay, do the next one.
Okay. The one that you haven't opened yet,
No, the one that we take the
brainstem.
brainstem out of.
nothing happens.
Okay, I will.
Try
Like
it.
it shatters, but
And it has
Are
the
you-
weird little.
Oh wait,
We're gonna pull
Yeah,
the things
try-
out and then break the jars.
I
Is that the goals?
don't know, but they want them here, and they're assholes. So let's just not let them have them where they want them.
I like that. I'm down for that.
I'm being petty.
Yes.
Try one, of
Support.
your,
I support it.
try one of your blasts before we empty the jar.
What if there's something important in it?
Unlikely is that.
The
Everything
lenses?
important hasn't been destroyable yet.
There. Do you want me to?
Sure.
Okay, stand back.
which one are you hitting?
The next one on the list here. This one.
And
That
out
has
of the
something
way.
in it still.
Yeah.
As you hit it, it shatters, and there was something inside of it.
Well, just
I will mage hand to brush away the pieces of the jar.
You're picking up the object.
Yes.
Convenient.
Again, make me a medicine check.
Oh my god. Assisting.
18.
This is a kidney.
Sexy.
Slightly shriveled, but not horribly shriveled. More dry and leathery-ish, but still plump.
Hold it up with mage hand. Jerky? Anyone?
Move it.
Not even.
Set it to the side for the sarcophagus organs.
Yeah, it's a little.
They go to the eye and try to spell magic.
Sure. If not,
I
guess-
Eldritch Blast, the next one.
Yeah, next person is the first.
So that fourth one in the front.
Going around breaking shit.
Are you looking at the jar, or are you just throwing Eldritch Blast?
I'd like to just see what's on it first. We didn't do that on the last
Oh,
one. I
yeah.
guess didn't have maybe.
From the pieces of the one that you broke, you see just like a line that has like sparks coming out of it.
Oh, this makes me nervous.
What was the second one?
What's the fourth one?
The fourth one is
Oh.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that.
a book.
Book. All right. Boom.
What was the second one again?
A shiny orb. You said?
Yes, and as you stare at it more, it makes you think of a crystal ball.
Oh.
Sword, crystal ball, wand, book. They're all arcane focuses. Different traditions. There's 8.
And only 6 schools of magic, right?
8.
Oh, there are 8.
Do I find anything in the rubble of the fourth one?
There is a piece of flesh, and I need you to make me a medicine check.
Can do.
Assist.
Is someone gonna assist? Because it's bad.
I just said assist.
You assist? Okay. Still bad. No, I didn't get it. I don't know. I don't fucking know what it is. I rolled a 3.
It's this is probably a finger, but a really weird-looking shriveled finger that's missing a couple joints and a nail, but it's a finger.
Is this a finger? This is a finger.
This is the worst adventure we've ever been on.
This is a finger. I would like to put it with the pile of other bits and bobs.
Is there anything else inside the
We are not
thingy?
putting them next to each other. I would like to leave them by each of their jars.
You know, the more you look at it, it might actually be a like corn on the cob.
Can I make a
Don't know what
medicine
this
check?
is.
Bob.
Mini corns.
22.
It's pancreas.
That's a pancreas.
Ah!
However, this one is like super shriveled and like blackened, whereas the other ones were just like semi-shriveled and like leathery-ish. Like they've been close to the elements, but like this one like is like looks real bad.
So he had diabetes.
Maybe.
It's a syringe.
Not a wand, it's a syringe. It's an insulin syringe. Okay,
The
so the-
sparkles are insulin.
So that was this one, right?
No.
Over
I'm
there.
so glad you're
Over
here,
here.
Jake, so we can
Whoa,
Type.
I'm sorry. So first you did this one,
Yep.
Yeah.
and you
We
did
just-
this one,
Yeah.
and you went down the row.
We just
Yeah.
went down the line, yeah.
Okay, so this was the book
Yeah.
where you had. So now you're here.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, are you looking at the jar?
Yes.
Yes.
What's on the jar?
It's a cat.
A cat.
familiar.
Oh.
Can we not blow this
Something?
one up? Just
Duration.
Yeah.
can we just not blow this one up?
A mage hand pop it open.
Thank you.
Okay, and you're reaching inside?
I'm not.
The
I will.
mage hand will.
Okay.
Oh, or you
I
do
or
it.
the mage.
You reach inside, and inside there is a heart.
Heart? Cat on the outside. I'm sad.
I feel like for some reason, Paige, you've held a lot of hearts.
This heart does not look leathery or worn or old. It looks like it is a brand new heart.
Is that a fresh heart thing?
Can I, because it looks brand new, and tell me if the physics of the jar don't work this way, but flip the lid upside down to kind of make a bowl and then gently place the heart on top of it?
Sure.
That way it's just not on the dusty ground. And
Sure.
Suddenly worried.
there's a cat in the jar.
It's not a cat's heart.
I don't know that. Have you seen what my heart looks like? I haven't. My insides are still insides.
Next one.
Yes.
I assume Kirill does his fancy made hand.
I can just. Well,
What's
what's the
on this
outside on
one?
this one?
This next one looks like a very crude caricature of a person's head blowing out breath.
Okay,
Alright.
I want this one.
You want that one?
Okay.
Take it.
Step.
You're gonna hit it. So you're taking your charges away.
No,
You're not using charges.
it's still a magic staff.
Okay. There's nothing inside.
Look inside this.
It does shatter though. And
And then I kind of like poke the pieces out of the way. I was like, I didn't have anything in it. I don't know why I'm disappointed, but I am.
Did they breathe in it? Is that one breath of air on the?
Well, but the last one had a heart and it was a cat.
Oh no, it's
And that
empty.
one has a book and it had a pancreas.
Does it smell particularly musty?
Do we have the book for this one? The Canopic theme book?
Yes, you do.
Was it the one
Can
in
I-
Candlekeep?
Can I look and see if there's any connection between these symbols and the organs in the book?
Take a look at this.
Yes, give me a. Sell me on a skill.
Medicine? With a little bit of. How about an arcana with wisdom?
Okay, I'll take that.
$25.
There does not seem to be anything in the book that talks about these specific symbols with these specific organs.
Nothing
But as you leaf through, you do get, and because you're not reading the entire thing in its entirety, you're just kind of like flipping pages. You kind of get the sense that like these canopic jars represent, or like the pieces of the body mean different things to a specific ritual. And the symbols don't necessarily correlate to the organs, they correlate to the donor.
Right?
What is the symbol on the empty jar again?
It was a head blowing air, and then the jar was empty.
Smash it.
And smashed it. Next one.
Next one. The next one has a crude stylized carving of a dragon that is maybe painted white.
I just stick my hand in it, honestly.
There's nothing inside.
This one's empty too.
Smash it.
Last one. This last symbol looks oddly familiar.
There was anything in the dragon jar?
No. Looks oddly familiar, but you're not quite sure why until Benlin looks at it. Benlin, it looks exactly like your dad's jar.
Like the symbol?
Mm.
What's going on?
It's an illusion, isn't it?
Smash it.
Well, like
Okay.
the symbol on it, the actual jar doesn't look like it. Like it looks like there's a symbol of your,
Yeah.
whatever your charm thing is.
John.
Smash it. Mage or Eldritch Blast.
Nothing inside.
I feel like we just released demons out of 3 of these.
Or 3 more organs.
You think there's demons in a lot of things.
You never know when a demon's gonna pop up. You ready? There is a demon living in my brain. He is a god, first of all, but still.
I whispered.
Dear, you need to work on your whispers.
We're doing stage whispers for the microphone.
Okay, so is there another exit on the other end of this?
There is an exit here.
And that's not the way we came in, right?
Okay, wait.
Correct.
We did the jars, now we do the sarcophagus, right?
We
Yeah,
have
we did agree.
kidney, a heart, a pancreas, an eyeball, and
Brainstem.
brainstem. Okay. Those are freaky.
And potentially.
And then breath. Yeah.
Lungs.
3 empty ones. Okay, lungs. Could have been lungs. Could have been.
Dragon. Gallbladder?
Well, no, the symbols on the jars represent the donor, not the organ.
So what would a dragon donate? A tongue?
A tongue or a scale?
Scale.
Or
claw.
who's connected to a dragon?
Or who is it?
Tiamat.
I'm the jar in the end.
I'm not.
Oh.
What?
Well, dragon.
Okay.
Penland. Dad.
Cat.
Breath.
Breath.
So this whole thing has been a ploy to get us here?
Why would there
There
be
was
a
a
heart
heart in there
jar?
already.
Yeah. A cat.
Paige.
Yes.
Put my hand on his chest to make sure it's still beating.
Am I okay? Okay.
What were the sword, crystal ball, book, wand?
Yeah.
I don't know who the rest of this pertain to.
So are you going to try to destroy the sarcophagus from up here? Do we need to go down there?
I'm just gonna try and open it.
I think we try to open it, yeah.
Clap my hands together and cast buff the fuck up on Good. And he becomes a full summoned beast. Now has a strength of 19.
Is he still a little bird? Oh, we don't. I'm proud of him.
Oh, been hitting the gym good?
The Pokemon evolution.
Yes, he's been hitting the gym good.
His wings just turn into 2 really buff arms. It's just-
He's the bird version of Trogdor.
He's that Tumblr post of all the birds with arms.
And butts.
That's yeah.
So he pushes it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, like, it can't be opened that way, or it's not strong
It
enough.
feels like it's budging, but like he is not physically strong enough to push it.
He needs help.
Get a boggle down there.
Bingle the boggle. Yeah, I can. I can summon my helpful guys. One of them's helpful. That's their whole thing, is to be helpful. Let me see. Hold on. Conjure. I could conjure an elemental, apparently. Summon Fae. Let me see. Are any of them helpful?
Looking for strength score.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, they all have the same strength, but
Is the elemental stronger?
the elemental is hard to control.
Then you just go.
Yeah. Yeah, I can summon my Fae. I can summon a Fae.
I can't duplicate any of these for some reason.
It's okay.
Was your car being done?
No, I think I was pushing.
Oh. I will summon. Can I summon a Fae? Is that a thing that works when I try?
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's the fuming Fae. So he's just angry, and he's not a boggle. Different Faes for different personalities.
Different phase for different days.
Mm-hmm. So this is not a boggle. He's in fact something, I don't know, probably a little grumpier.
Good. The bird is already pushing against the sarcophagus.
Yeah, he'll go down and
What's your strength?
it's a 13. I didn't roll anything, that's just the stat block. Yeah, hella dex then.
All right. They join forces, push the lid. It rumbles and slides off, and they need both of them to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, thank God.
Hang on.
Charisma. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should worry.
Not really.
Wrist?
You can do them.
Yeah, they're fine. I haven't even named this one yet.
Henry, we're learning so much.
It lives. Yeah, that was pretty bad. It's a 10.
10.
I guess which is not too bad. That could be okay. You're going back to the void.
Oh.
0.
Wow. Okay, I did better.
All right.
Good, not so good.
They have a -3 to charisma.
Oh, -3. Mine is a plus
Maybe he
3.
was a little bit of a dick bird. He wasn't so good.
As soon as he got buff.
He was just too nice.
He was
You know what I
too
mean?
good for this world.
No, he was too nice. You know, like how too nice people they can come off as kind of like, ooh,
Oh my gosh.
it's cool, bro. We get your nice.
Flex your niceness.
They're gonna take 38 necrotic damage.
Oh,
38 both of us.
Yes.
crotch.
It's good.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
And at that, the lid is halfway off,
He's still alive.
and there is nothing inside.
Nothing.
Can we tell what disintegrated the animals? Is it the yellow, more yellow?
No. So as they push the lid, a black burst of just like energy just like appeared around them, and you hear a good squawk and dissipate.
Cease to be.
And
Good
there's
says,
now,
curse you, Hank Mangan, as it destroys.
yeah. And there's
Also, like, who's that?
just a boggle standing in a pit,
No,
There's nothing in the
serious
sarcophagus.
today.
standing in front of the sarcophagus, asking it to love him.
It's
I say we take the ritual organs, put them in sarcophagus.
what?
Great idea.
Why?
I strongly disagree.
Because what else are we to do with them? Just look at them? The pancreas is nothing special.
I just
He's
feel
a
like that's the
rag.
worst possible scenario.
Okay, I'm sorry. Screw it. And I'm going to walk around and just put them in the back. I'm taking them with us. I'm sorry you don't like it.
My cheese!
I don't need touching the cheese. There's a lot of space in there.
That heart was so clean, and now it's gonna have speckles of glitter on it.
Roll me a D100
Me?
Just kidding.
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'll do it. But
For
Roll for
cheese
cheese.
contamination.
Cheese contamination.
Like yogurts.
There's,
have you ever tried pancreas on cheese? It might be good.
there's definitely some gorgonzola in there now.
Oh my lord.
And some glue. Okay, so there's a boggle in a pit. There are 5 organs and a little drake standing down looking at the boggle, who is staring up at its master with, I don't know, glee in its eye.
Yeah. He's an angry little guy.
And what are we doing?
He's a little psychotic. He'll be
Is there another room or something? Should one of us get in the sarcophagus?
So there is.
No.
You can
Why are you trying to kill us?
hold the heart and lay in the sarcophagus. See what happens.
Through there, there is a ramp that goes up, or not a ramp, it's just a hallway that goes to another set of doors.
I make my way
Okay.
Were there other exits?
There is that, and then there's the door that you came in.
I'm gonna go with Naya.
Okay. What's up?
Do we still have the rope leading down?
Sure. Yes.
And is that sand underneath the sarcophagus?
No, it is it's the same crystal that the entire tomb is made of.
He's a vagrant.
Are we helping the boggle up?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna help him up so he can come with us. He has 2 HP left, but he's still kicking.
Otter.
He's a grumpy little guy.
Bones for the
His
machine.
short life has been nothing but violence.
Yeah.
All right.
When I read
You guys are
something,
going up to the door?
Jeez.
Yep.
Is anyone trying the door?
I'll listen.
There is no sound.
Ease it open a little and peek in.
Quiet as a tomb.
It is locked.
Paige?
All right. Is the door unlocked?
No,
No,
I just said it's locked.
It's
Oh,
locked.
sorry, I didn't catch that.
You're good.
That's why we're
well,
asking you to unlock it.
I thought you were asking me to go first as cannon fodder,
Rogue, go rogue.
and I accepted. Yeah. What would you like for me to try to get the door open?
I would like you to perform an investigation check because there are no keyholes.
Oh,
Give him the glass. How do we know it's a door, though?
21?
There's like a seam. There's no keyhole.
Put your glasses on.
And it does not look like there are any other locking mechanisms.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and open sesame.
Nothing.
I take
I
all
appreciate the pause.
I take all of the knowledge and observation I have of Naya's ways, and I stand in front of it, and I try to channel my key, and I just palm the door.
It is like hitting a brick wall.
Ah.
Yeah, you know, Naya trained most of her life to be able to do that stuff, right?
Well,
I-
generally inanimate objects don't have keys.
I'm sorry, what are your all good ideas?
Okay, crowbar? We got a crowbar in that fucking bag of holding?
Oh wait, I might actually have a crowbar on me.
The crowbar will not catch any purchase in the seam. It's like hair thin.
Keep it
Like,
in there.
I do have a crowbar on me, so it's not gonna work.
does anyone want to make an Arcana check?
Yeah.
We knocked on it.
No, I particularly don't.
Knocking.
Flexing your paw.
Trying to get the blood flow back to it properly.
Henry, I always enjoyed outside perspective. Would you mind assisting me?
Absolutely.
I'll discuss with Henry how the arcane of the door works. It was a mildly useful discussion. It's a 15.
This door is magically sealed. And
Where that thing is taking place. The ritual.
I just realized I have very high points in Arcana. Can I try to make an Arcana check on it? Like my own Arcana
Sure.
check?
Yeah.
Apparently I have a +5. Well, that's not as good as this, so
okay.
still bad.
I will cast Dispel Magic on the door.
Nothing happens.
I'm like pacing around in the back. I'm like, well, suddenly my idea doesn't seem so dumb now, did it?
I will use our chime of opening on it.
Different campaign.
Although we did get a chime of opening at the Gripply village. There was one that those guys were using. So I'm assuming somebody kept that.
Does someone have that on their character sheet?
Hey, Sue?
Cool.
I would assume it would have gone into our bag of holding.
Probably.
Also, I lied. I have
Oh, you know
12
what?
health on the bottle, not
You
2.
have 12.
I
Marker
do. I
might
forgot
have
it was a
recorded
5th level
that.
spell.
Oh yeah, Margaret's a
Oh.
freaking recorder. Damn.
But
Oh, no.
it would have still ended up in we can't be punished for Margaret not being able to play.
Okay.
I mean,
They
can
would
you
have-
punish
yeah,
for
like,
not taking items?
Would we have taken it? I mean, I would assume it would have been put in the bag of holding for
So we put all our other
once we
shit.
got it.
Hang on, let me call her.
It sounds cool enough that you guys would probably take it.
Zindi, did you leave it in the which pocket?
Of course I did.
This doesn't sound like Cindy.
I'm gonna roll to rifle around in there and see if
The
you
door
find it.
opens.
Whoa.
I mean, you've been using that serpent fang sword from that adventure for
I have.
a minute. So.
I just imagine her response being like, "Oh no, I kept it to make sure it didn't fall into the wrong hands."
Oh,
Okay. So, the walls of this room
roll into the room.
converge in a high peak overhead.
Oh, like a pyramid.
Through the wall opposite the door, a room beyond can be vaguely seen as if the door is semi-transparent. Now, the door is not directly in front of you. The door is up, like this.
Oh,
Okay.
So imagine my laptop is the room. Okay, you guys came in this way. Oh, or you came in here. The door is here. Like,
Like on the
Oh.
okay.
okay,
And at an angle.
at an angle.
Okay.
is it still connected to the wall?
Anyone have the shape water cantrip?
No.
The what? Shape water? I can do things with water.
Shape it.
As you
I can
focus,
manipulate an area of ice or water larger than 30 feet on a side of the immature theory.
as you focus more looking at it and walk into the room, because you always talk about your passive perception, I'm gonna give you this one because it tells me to. It's an 18. The points of light in the chamber beyond shift slowly, like dust mote stirred by a gentle breeze. At the center of the haze of light, a flash of yellow marks the presence of a figure clad in robes of the faithful of Savras. The figure circles slowly at the apex of the room, motes of light swirling behind it. So you're looking through this like transparent wall door thingish. There are motes of light swirling, and there's a person chilling in space.
Inside this room or inside the room?
Inside the room through that like wall.
Okay. It would be hard to get into that door, correct? Please say yes.
What are
I have a
you-
plan.
Is the other
You think it would be hard to get in there?
I'm asking, would it?
I mean, it's not like you can just walk up to it.
is the other door on the ground level, or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Naya, help me out.
Of course.
I take both alchemy jugs, switch it to water, and just start pouring water into the room. And then could you make us some stairs, please?
Why do you do that?
He has
I
an
can
ability to
spend
shape water.
One key point to manipulate, reshape, raise or lower, freeze or unfreeze an area of ice or water. No more than 30 feet, so.
Okay,
Is it
you
30,
have a
30?
set of ice stairs leading up to this door.
Be careful, darling. It should be slippery.
That's just so cool.
I would like to poke.
I'm glad it had its
like,
time, you know. I got to use that to an effective way.
I've been sitting on those jars too with the water abilities. It's like I should have taken shape water because now I have water wherever I go.
All right,
Very
you guys going up to the little thingy?
Absolutely going up to the door.
Chef and waterbender.
Okay, just mental note for everybody. There's another door over there at the ground level.
This one has a weird dude floating in the center of the room.
Fair. Priority.
As you walk up the stairs and you come to the opening,
Dexterity checks so we don't fall.
You made them grit, so like we're not slipping.
They're ribbed for your pleasure, darling.
a woman in yellow robes floats in the moat-filled void. She wears a diadem that frames her third eye tattoo, which glows with a pulsing white light. I waited for so long, she says with a thin smile. Now we will discover if you're ready. And that's where we'll take a break. We're back. So, you guys walk up to the little transparent wall window thingy, and it disappears, and you see this lady floating up in space.
Oh
She's
man,
pretty.
she's pretty.
And I would ask to also direct your attention to a different spot. You would go to the left
To the left.
and keep going.
To the
So you
left.
hit something you see.
Oh.
And here is a side view of this room.
What? No. Not interested.
It's a Wait, what?
Oh my gosh, there's the side view of both rooms.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Like
so
where
you
we
were
walked
just
in.
in the little triangle one.
So we walked
You made
in here,
stairs here.
there.
We walked in from here, I think.
Yep, you made stairs here. So you have little stairs like so.
I love them.
And
It was more of like an Elsa Frozen spiral staircase, but okay.
I mean,
My brain's not.
if we're that creative with it,
It's not a top view. Is it a top view?
The side view.
What was
Side view.
So when we come in, we're gonna fall.
Okay.
This is the floor.
Oh, I see. So, okay. We're going to hit the ground.
this is why I need to level up a few levels and get reverse gravity. What was her name in the book? I'm so sorry.
Valen Sarnaster.
Valen? Yes, we were here to speak with a representative of Candlekeep that you were studying with. Are they around? Just entirely ignoring what she said to us about being ready.
Does a 20 plus hit you?
Ugh, I should have been aware.
What?
Yes, it does.
Okay, you are silenced. And since we've ruled in the past that objects can be silenced,
Rude.
there's an object on you that is now silenced.
As soon as she does that and I recognize it, I just flip her off.
She smiles back at you. And can I please get initiative rolls?
Oh, there will be a grin with that middle finger.
There goes borrowing Hero's crossbow.
What is this dice is going to?
Sorry.
Oh, I have to
Okay.
remember.
What is everyone's initiative?
13.
13. Henry?
8, and then Bungle is directly after me.
8. Oh, well, I can.
And Kirill in sign language. Initiative.
No.
21.
1.
Now you roll an act 20.
Then 2, 3.
Wouldn't it just be?
Holy house.
17.
That's pew pew.
17.
One.
Okay. We're gonna say that was her action. It's Kirill's turn now.
Oh, great. I was going to take a second to see if there's anything that I have that doesn't take verbal components.
You counted this apart.
I highly doubt it as well.
Oh, fuck, our bar just got silenced. I just realized the gravity of that situation. Oh, dear.
First party member do get silenced.
Oh, dear.
Do you have
I
dispel
can't
magic?
bardic inspiration,
No, I have
y'all.
removed curse.
I mean, on a bard, it could be argued that it is a curse.
That's true.
Not a third level spell slot.
Does that count as a curse? Okay.
Guys, just throw daggers.
Melee weapons, bitches.
You know what only has somatic components? Counterspell.
That would be
Okay.
handy.
That's the only one?
No, not the only
Oh,
one, but it
okay.
does just have somatic components.
Okay.
Um,
So you're counterspelling that?
ting, ting.
Oh, wow.
You know, oh gosh, it's a saving spell. Pardon me. Sorry. I'm not used to being silenced. I don't like it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because Counterspell's my only option to get unsilenced.
Okay, so are you counterspelling it?
Silence is a concentration spell, right?
No, it is not. Is it? Wait, hold on.
I thought it was.
Who casts silence in Witchlight?
Yeah, it is.
So if she fails that at some point, then I can get unsilenced. But otherwise, Counterspell's my only option.
Yeah. 6 seconds to decide.
Counterspell.
Okay. Counterspell. Then it is your turn. So it's your reaction.
Yes, it is. I don't have silence. I don't think this is gonna do anything, and it's gonna waste a spell slot. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I cast Relative Psychic Glance on her if I can have an intelligence save.
Intelligence, you say?
Yes, I do.
18?
I don't think so. As she goes to beat it, and I yell out, "I don't think so!" And it's an 11.
Okay.
Did you still flip her off?
Yeah. That was my counterspell, slipping her off.
Yes.
Pardon me.
Do you have Vicious Mockery?
Yes.
Excellent.
So that is... Oh gosh, sorry, y'all. Okay, so on a successful... So she's failed. She's incapacitated until the start of her next turn.
Oh, I feel like Hank's about to say no, she's not.
What is...
It's so bad.
Try it again. Maybe it'll change this time.
32 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Hell hath no fury like a heart scorned.
Does it seem to hurt her?
I mean, it's psychic damage, so it hits her.
Okay.
Does she grimace?
No.
She says no reaction, so.
So don't know if that did anything.
Is she incapacitated?
Mm-hmm.
And that is my turn.
Okay.
She's in the air, right?
Oh, shit. Well, we'll do it this turn then. Okay. 9.
Fireball.
Okay.
Fireball.
Wait, what is subtlety again?
What is. So is she like, what is. Spatially, I can walk into this room, right?
You could.
And is she just floating a little bit off of the ground of this
Floating in
room?
the center of this room.
So how far off of the ground is she?
She is. Where's my measure? From the bottom, she's about 45 feet up.
Wow.
From you, if you come up to the door, she's about 35 feet away from you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with fireball. Which you have to do some sort of save, right? But you automatically fail it, right? Because you're
Incapacitated.
whatever. So she doesn't automatically fail it.
You quit knowing things.
It's a dexterity saving throw. But if you're incapacitated, your dexterity would be nothing.
That would make sense to me.
Incapacitated condition says an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. That's all it says.
I feel like
That's-
a save is a reaction.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a 29.
Oh.
All right. Well, she makes that.
If she
can
was
take half of the
paralyzed.
damage.
Listen here, wizard.
Go for her spine, guys.
Okay. 12, 16, 24, 27 damage. Half of that. So
She screams bloody murder.
fire damage.
Lay me out.
Oh, we have a reaction this time. And then, I mean, I'm gonna move into the room, but I don't know.
Okay, please, as soon as you pass the threshold, give me a dexterity check.
Damn it.
Please. A dexterity check, please.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's just wizards never uses that.
It's 25.
Okay, you feel yourself suspended in the air as if you could walk around. And you also get the feeling that you could probably move yourself up and down, left and right. All the way
Oh, okay,
around
cool. So
if you
then
wanted
I
to.
will get as close to her as I can.
Okay.
Once I realize
What's
I can
your
control
movement
my. I have 50 feet of movement.
Okay, so you can get right next to her.
Your plane is dreadfully boring.
Scathing, I like it.
Boy,
Oh my god.
I've always hated it.
Always. What does this mean? Have we met before?
And
she look
as
familiar?
you move, she does not look familiar.
Okay.
As you move into the room,
Floating like a badass.
you see a familiar friend in the corner.
Oh. Friend.
Canopic being.
Friend is
You're fighting in the corner.
friend is a bit of a stretch.
And it's that mister's turn.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hold on, we got 5 more of these.
And the witch trying to kill us.
Where is my damn
Is it? It's smelling.
thingy?
I'm getting faint TPK
Smell.
smells.
Okay,
maybe.
stop.
Oh
I can smell
no.
bullshit.
I'll smell this bullshit fuckery.
Where did my measure tool go?
Did she summon it or did it
Check
just
out your
Oh,
appear?
it was
They're
there.
already there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, yeah, okay. Mhm.
But if we can
We're
fly in
gonna
this
go
room.
up there.
Oh boy.
Oh.
And we're gonna take 2 swings at Naya. Does a 27
Yes.
and a 23?
Yes.
I wish to die
Okay.
this.
So that's gonna be 54 force damage. Madam.
Okay.
And it is Paige's turn. And Coulter, she's incapacitated until the end of her turn.
Until the end of my next turn.
Until the end of your turn. Okay.
I would like to step into the room.
Please make a dexterity check. Saving throw. What did I call it?
You said it. Okay.
Did I? And that's what we're gonna go with.
Are you sure?
I did
wouldn't
a
mind
save.
saving throw.
You did a save?
I did a save when it was me.
Oh, it should have been a check. But your dex is high, right?
So a check would have been 19.
Yeah, you're fine.
I mean, what is the other? Yeah, check, not save. Check.
Yeah. What am I rolling?
A check.
14.
Okay. You walk into the room, and you are free to move about the country.
Neat. May I go to that side of her?
Go to what side of her?
The far side to flank with. Or, Naya, do you need help with her or with...
Well,
The being.
we don't really know what she can do yet, but this canopic being hits very hard.
Okay, I would like to go to the other side of the being.
Okay.
So as to flank.
Okay.
And first action, attack.
Please make that first check with disadvantage, so it'd just be a straight check or a straight.
Why am I getting disadvantage?
Because when you walked into the room, you're kind of not sure what the gravity situation's going on here.
Okay, it makes sense. I dislike it, but it makes sense. 21 to hit,
Oh, yeah.
and then is that my sneak attack?
It can be.
I believe so. We're up to 5d6, if I remember correctly.
Did somebody put away those little snacks?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just scared that I left them out.
7 plus 9 is 16, 20, 24 plus. So 30 damage.
Okay. All right.
Second attack.
Okay.
With disadvantage, so regular attack.
No, this one is on with disadvantage.
Okay. What's that one? 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's my offhand, so that's a d4. For 3 more damage.
Okay.
And then my second attack, technically my third, but my second. 11.
Nope.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
All right. Anything else?
In the mental chat room, I'm going to say, can she hear us in here? Or is this safe?
I don't know.
All right, all future plotting for this goes in here.
Henry. That's weird.
Where am I? How far away from me is she?
50 feet.
Okay. Oh, that's her. Okay, that's.
She's the very far one.
I see. I'm gonna lob a dagger.
Okay.
Should have been 9 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm sick of using magical things here. They always backfire on me. So I'm
You
lobbing a
get
dagger.
disadvantage, right?
Well, I'm in the doorway. Would I be at disadvantage?
You have not stepped through the doorway.
No, I haven't gone through.
You're normal.
Well, the reason is because daggers have a 20-foot no disadvantage, and then at 60 it has disadvantage.
Where does it say that?
You see how it says 20/60?
Yeah, I don't see anything about disadvantage here.
It's in the rules.
Hey, DM.
What's the rule?
Alright. So disadvantage on the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Are you joking? Oh no, fucker, that was a nat 20. But 12, I'm assuming does not hit.
Nope.
Alright, so I have 2 weapon fighting. Can I throw Bungle at her? Because his turn is directly after mine.
So 2 weapon fighting, you get to make 2 attacks. You get to use 2 weapons, but you don't get 2 attacks. Do you?
Well, if it's
Do you?
yeah. Because it'd be 2
What's your
daggers.
strength
usually.
score?
Bad, I think. Strength score 13.
How much does Bungle weigh?
He's a small fae. Let me pull up his little thing again. Nope, that's the wrong one.
You can toss him.
I toss him. Excellent.
He hits he goes through the portal or this opening,
Yeah.
and then he stops.
Okay.
And I need him to make a dex check.
Okay.
Dex check.
Dex check.
Check.
Not. See.
Ooh, 19.
Okay, so his first attack will not have disadvantage,
Cool.
but he is there.
So, okay. He also has a 40-foot movement speed, so can he get over 200?
Okay, so it's his turn now.
It is his turn.
Okay.
Now. That was my turn.
So yes, he could get over to he
So he has multi-attack.
he could get over here if he wanted him to.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna realize
So 5 halved rounded down. If he has multi-attack, he would get 2 attacks. And because he's the fuming boggle, he has advantage on the second attack roll.
Well, he has advantage regardless because Naya is flanking with him.
So advantage on both attack rolls.
The first attack is now this, yes, so advantage on both.
Cool. Okay. Sounds good. So he's going to make his first attack with his short sword. Oh, spell attack modifier to hit. Ooh, so the first one, oh, I get advantage. Never mind. Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
Probably not. Okay. So the second one, dirty 20.
Yep.
Cool. So for the second one, the spell level. Oh, okay. So she takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16 damage. 5 of its force, and the other 11 is piercing, if that matters.
Is it magical piercing?
No, it's just a melee weapon. I don't think so.
It's from a magical spell.
It's from a fae.
Okay, so how much damage total?
Total 16.
Okay.
But it is like a physical sword he has, so I don't know if that changes things.
No, he's magical. He was created. So
Mm-hmm.
okay. Anything else from Bungle?
Bungle. No, because I would have had to use Space Step. I forgot to use Space Step. But
Alright.
he's good.
Benlin.
Is it me?
Mm-hmm.
I guess move me into the room, please.
Where do you want to be?
12, 5, 10.
Remember, if you go in there, you're slide down.
I guess right here.
You can't stand there, that's midair. Right?
Yes.
Everyone
Everyone,
else has
is floating right now.
Oh, you just float when you enter the room.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, I was distracted.
Do I have to make a dex check?
Yes. Okay, so your first attack is going to be a disadvantage. Did you have something?
Oh, I just used the wrong modifier last time, so my first attack probably would have hit.
Does a dirty 20 hit the Canopic being?
Yes.
For 9 damage.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I would like to use my Channel Divinity to give myself a third level spell slot.
Okay.
My turn.
Okay.
Actually, hang on. Sounds like the dog running around like a crazy person.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to summon my bear spirit totem, which is just a really beefy unicorn. From that meme that you sent out. It was like a Clydesdale unicorn. And everyone, this applies to everybody. Everybody gets 11 temporary hit points You have advantage on strength checks and saves.
Is there an aura?
30 foot.
Okay. Anything else?
You summon it one further down so it reaches. That's all I can really do.
It is-
Sorry, guys.
Is Bungle in the room now?
Mm-hmm.
Bungle's in the room, yeah.
Oh, you're not in the room yet.
I am not. No, I threw him.
Okay.
Okay.
I need that temp HP.
I really spend my spell slot.
You're all.
My turn again?
Mm-hmm.
Arr! Okay, I had two options, and one of them is gonna fuck a lot of people, so I guess I'll do the other.
Is it fire?
No. Okay, can I get... Oh god, guys, this is, I don't got a lot of steam left, y'all, just a heads up. Can I get an intelligence saving throw from our lady friend pal?
That is a dirty 20. Actually, I'm sorry, that's a 23.
That is a 13 sound.
You can knock it down by 10.
Yeah, I have a D10 as my bardic die.
Whoa, question.
Yeah.
What spell are you casting?
Same one.
What level is it?
5th.
Then yeah, it's a 13.
Okay, I don't know if it's doing any damage, but at least it stops her from doing something.
Yeah.
And it's the
about
level
that?
that I have left.
I almost wondered.
The Canopic beings didn't respond to me at all last time. So I'm not risking it on them this time.
Just damage to her.
Did not feel good.
Did you?
Okay.
When did I get Tim? Oh, just now?
7. Then I need 8. 9. Okay. Okay, so if this does anything, it does. 20. Sorry, apologies. Just a moment. 31 damage. And she is incapacitated until my next turn.
Okay.
And then then I'm gonna go ahead and move into the room. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna, as my bonus action, because I've used my I've used my reaction with the cutting words, and my action with that, I will throw my rapier into the air.
I need a dex check first, please.
Okay. Dex check is a 16.
Okay. And your rapier.
And apologies, for some reason I am unable to duplicate them right now, but I appreciate your assistance. And it's going to go up and it's going to go ahead and make an attack.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that, I guess. 18 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. And it's going to hang out next to her, looking menacing.
You made an 18, didn't hit her.
Um. Naya.
Okay, 2 attacks on the Canopic being. Three and a 4, a 6 and a 7. Not one of these over 10. How is that possible? Okay, 16 and 15. All right, I'm gonna spend a key point to dodge as a bonus action. That's all.
Okay, what does it do again?
Dodge means anybody trying to hit me has
Okay,
disadvantage.
cool. Well, that's good. Yeah. Does a 17 hit you?
Nope.
Two swings and 2 misses. And we are now on to Paige.
All right.
Oh, you're fine.
I would like to attack main hand the Canopic being.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Yep.
First attack being sneak attack. Attack.
Attack.
7, 5 is 12, 14, 17, plus 6 is 23.
Okay.
My bonus action attack with my offhand. 26 to hit.
Yep.
And I found out I've been doing my offhand damage less than I should have been. So it's going to be 8 more damage.
Okay.
And then another main hand attack. 18 to hit.
Nope.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna stay planted where I am.
Okay.
Do I want to move? No. My main action, my bonus action. Yeah, I'm square.
Henry.
All right, I'm gonna make my way into the room.
Falling fast.
Dexterity.
Oh, that's a falling fast.
I'm ground
Don't
down.
be saying that. It's a check, not a save, right?
Correct.
Okay. Play me, you die. 16?
Yep.
Cool. Live. Cool. So I will. Let's see. What is the thing I was gonna
So
do?
I started blasting.
I was just gonna say, so Henry starts blasting.
Yeah. Can I get within 20 feet of the Canopic being?
The golem?
Yeah, him.
You're within 15 right now.
Excellent. Daggers.
Yep.
Both daggers. So. Yeah.
Valen is gonna turn to you and be like, "Will you just shoot it with goddamn magic?"
Last time I did that, it ricocheted back and shot me in the face. I'm not doing it this time.
That was with the big spells. The little spells hiss.
Still. That's over a 20, I'm assuming. It's
Yep.
cool beans. So the first one hits. 12. Does a 12 hit?
No.
Okay, so the first one's the only one that hits. It's a dagger, so rip to me. Oh, 6 damage.
Okay.
No, they're just daggers. And we're back to Bungle.
Mhm.
I gotta remember his name. All right. He's gonna stay put where he is and just keep tormenting her. He's a little angry guy,
Okay.
so he's gonna make his second attacks, and I'll use the right modifier this time. 25 to hit the first one. And then 11 to hit the second one?
Nope.
Okay. So the first one hits. 9, 10, 11, 14 damage.
Okay.
5 of it force.
Anything else?
No. So he makes a face at her. For good measure.
Oh, Ben.
Tis your moment.
Tis the season to be jolly.
No!
I don't think it is.
Not yet.
I love how it just moves now.
He's so nice.
19 hit.
Yep.
So that's going to be a booming blade.
Okay, so now we have the threshold. Meta, sorry.
So that'll be 12 bludgeoning and 9 thunder damage.
Okay. Anything else?
As a bonus action, I'm going to empower myself to restore third level.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn. As a move action, I will have Chomp Good into the room, but he's going to get really, he's going to spin in place for a bit.
I need to make a dex check.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to he fails it.
Okay. Okay.
He's not doing anything this turn, so he can just spin.
You're off.
Okay, I'm gonna try something just to see what happens.
We love to see.
I have a bad feeling, but it's okay. Do you hear that, y'all? It's okay. If I fail, it's fine.
You're fine.
We will survive.
And I apologize to all of you for what that might lead to.
Oh, okay.
Okay, does a 11 hit? How about a 24 to 27?
Yep.
Okay. For 9 damage total, force damage, Eldritch Blast.
Sorry, how much total?
9.
Okay.
And then Bucko Rooney over here, who's just been hanging out being real polite, is going to also take a swipe for 24.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be... oh, he's better than I am. Damn him. 11 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, 11 damage from the rapier. As I Eldritch Blast her from the corner and it tries to stab her.
Okay.
I'm proud of both of you.
Thank you. I forgot to mark off my fighting words there. Now marked off. But
Okay. So you hit her, and her eyes suddenly sharpen, stare directly at you, and she turns into a cloud of whirlwind of sand
Thought you were going to say worms.
and
Very cool.
moves over.
Is she still attackable?
Oh yeah,
All right.
Okay, attack of opportunity as well.
go for it.
oh, does that set off your booming blade?
It does.
Does Bungle get an attack?
Do I get?
Everyone that is within 5 feet of her can take an attack of opportunity except the sword.
Does a 14, 12, 26 hit? Her speed becomes 0.
No, it doesn't. But okay,
Sentinel.
she's immune to all damage.
Oh, but it's not damage. It's just if
Well,
I
I thought
hit
we
her.
ruled that if we don't take damage from that, then the thing doesn't go off. Regardless, she moves over here.
She overcomes. I got a dirty 20 when you're saying she's immune from damage.
You hit her, but it doesn't feel like she took any damage.
Takes any purchase.
He hits.
Am I wrong on that, Rio? Have we not said that before?
I don't remember that rule because it's When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, not when I damage.
That's when you hit. I mean, you
Okay,
hit.
then she
them.
does not move. Go
The
ahead.
creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn.
Okay, so she does not move, but no one does any damage to her.
Okay.
Which means my booming blade technically doesn't go.
Because she doesn't move.
Well, technically, she doesn't provoke an attack for damage until she moves 5 feet, so she would get 5 feet. I guess. I don't really know.
I'm
Because
gonna
she.
say she stays there.
Okay.
And does not take any damage.
Well, she wouldn't take any damage from it.
Okay.
I mean, I can see a world where I don't know how my sentinel keeps her from flying away, but
I guess I'm interpreting because she's sand.
yeah.
However,
I am
Just gonna
under
go.
Genasi, so maybe I just grab the sand.
no, we're just gonna go with it.
Grab her sand into
Naya.
Okay, I'm gonna do 2 more attacks on the Canopic.
Okay.
She's still stand.
No, she's back to her normal form.
Oh, okay.
We've got 24 and dirty 20.
Both lit.
That's gonna be 13 damage. God, that sucks. And I will spend another key point to dodge again.
Just 13 total.
Yeah, for
I thought
both.
that was just the one. Oh,
13 for both.
I'm sorry.
I couldn't stun the other ones. I think their thing is too high.
And you dodged.
dodged
So it is now Golem's turn. He's not hitting Naya, so
Within his range.
you are. And of course, I get a fucking crit on you, but you're immune to crits. Bull fucking shit. So, but a 20 or dirty 20 hits you too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's also immune to
I know.
crits, so it doesn't matter.
I know.
I am.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
19 breastplate.
That's right.
So that's 54 damage to Valen.
How much?
54.
I'm sorry.
I got 52 earlier. No surprise.
One more
And
time.
that is Senkant. Oh, is it?
Got
Senkant Gap?
No, you have to sign the numbers.
I
but
can't
I don't know what
sign.
the numbers are. So, wait. What was the number again?
54.
Oh, okay. I would just have to do 5 and then 4. Oh, that's easy enough.
Page.
Don't bounce it.
In the mental chat room, from around the golem's leg. Everyone okay?
that looked really hard.
I figured it meant something else.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll just keep working over here. And then I attack. $27.
Yep.
Woohoo! First attack, sneak attack. The best attack.
It's all that.
Oh, that.
All that in a bottle of whiskey.
Oh, millennials.
14, 18. So 24 damage?
On Canopic.
Yes.
Okay.
This thing won't die.
I have been chugging away. Hank's just like pretending to press a button though, because for some reason this one's immune to my damage.
No one.
Well, you were effective against the last ones.
I had that same thought when I watched him go to like do the like minus, and I was like, he could just be doing minus backspace and like doing it to like make sure we're not metaing, which is fair. But I'm also like, but I don't know now.
Now I'm a little curious, and I want a DM cam.
DM can.
One right there.
Hand cam.
As it should be.
Hand cam.
We're adding another arm that goes back to watch the DM.
Also,
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to DM again. We're not doing that.
You might want to know what DM's roles because they could be doing it in your favor.
That's true.
I'm sure we've all done that.
no, I'm a DM too. I've never.
Well,
Okay, well, this half of the table has done that.
I've done that.
Everybody at the table but you has done that, Jake.
Look, whatever I do, it's in the name of fun. Whether it's the party's fun or my fun, just say.
what's your second hit?
25 to hit, I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Be short rested so you have actions.
I just feel like I might need to use that later. 9 more damage.
Okay.
Main hand attack again. That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 1d6. I'm going to spend 2 of my fighter dice, which are d8s.
Did you already sneak attack?
I did already sneak attack.
But you double that fighter expenditure on a crit.
It doubles? I thought I just get
If
the
you spend
max.
2d8, then it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this max damage is 16 plus 6, 22. 22 plus 4 is 26, plus 8 is 32, plus that is
That's 34,
Mm-hmm.
39.
39. Okay, thank you.
Sorry, my brain took a second.
6 damage for the modifier, so 45 damage.
Nice. Nice.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I very exhaustedly looked to see how it's looking.
I mean, it's still there.
Paige is just like, I've been working on it.
I've been working on the golem all goddamn day. Is it starting to crack or anything?
Oh, it's cracking.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Paige. I think I'm hoping if we kill her, it goes with her.
Okay.
That's just my thought. I don't know if that's correct or not.
Should I refocus?
When you did the 54,
I'm not saying that.
Force.
Okay.
Yes.
Some of us have to be distracting it
Yeah, I'm thinking.
while the
After
other
you
people.
hit it, Valen is going to look at them. And does a 26 hit you? Okay. You're gonna take 14 bludgeoning.
Wait, how much was it?
The 26.
I just need 4.
Oh, I was gonna silvery barbs, but I can cutting words.
So 14
That was my
bludgeoning
reaction.
Plus
So I reduced
21,
that by 3.
plus 21 necrotic.
You said 14 bludgeoning.
So 11 bludgeoning. Plus 21 necrotic. And can I please get a constitution saving throw?
Constitution.
Six.
Okay. You have memory rot.
Oh no.
So you cannot regain hit points. And we'll talk about other stuff never because you'll get out of it.
How do you get out of it?
Remove curse.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean there's ways. Henry.
Okay. Out of curiosity, as far as 2-weapon fighting goes, can I do Eldritch Blast and then stab? Or does it have to be
No.
stab?
Stop,
All right.
stop.
Cool. That's what I'm doing.
I'm stab. And then I'm stab again.
All
We'll
right.
throw.
10. Dirty 20 and
daggers
dirty
do you
20. 2
Because you've
for the
thrown.
stabbing.
Oh, you're stabbing.
I have a 20-foot stab range
No,
with the piercing.
no.
And if you
Well, then
throw
move me
them-
up to it and I'll stab it.
Okay, there we go.
But my question is, you've
No,
thrown.
to the golem.
Did you throw them first
I threw 1.
from outside of the room?
No.
Or like when
No.
you came in?
No, I
Because you
just
threw
threw
it-
bongle.
You threw a dagger and then bongo.
So you only have one dagger then unless you're going to go retrieve the other dagger.
Is it on the floor?
It is floating
Oh, it's
somewhere over
floating.
here.
Okay. I will not go retrieve that one
Okay.
then.
So you have one dagger.
I have a dagger and a mace. So I'll stab and smack.
Is your mace one-handed?
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. She has two weapon fighting. Wait, do you have
Well, it would matter, but it does. Yeah, it's a
weapon?
yeah, it's
Okay.
a yeah. It doesn't say two-handed or anything.
Okay.
So
Swing away. Swing, stab away.
So the first stab with the dagger was a dirty 20, and then the mace
Okay.
is 21.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'll do the dagger first. 5 damage for the dagger.
Okay.
And then 7 damage for the mace.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to give
That is your bonus action.
the 2 weapon fighting.
Yes.
Okay.
So you attack once with your main hand and then
And
once
then
with
the
your
offhand. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I can't help you. Sorry.
I'm doing fine.
About Bungle.
He's gonna keep attacking. What's your face?
Mr. Bung.
What's her
Mr.
name? Did we
Bung.
learn her name?
Bung Lay.
I wanted to call her like Zestra for some reason.
Zestra.
That's not her name.
We learned it at one point, and then I immediately forgot it.
Starts with a V.
Mm-hmm.
Valen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, there we go. Floating eyeball lady. He's not going to move.
Oh yeah, all the little floating like motes and stuff, those are eyeballs that are floating around.
I saw those in the fiction.
Yeah, I
wanna
was
poke
ignoring
them.
that.
Are they real eyeballs? Okay, crystal. Everything's crystal.
Pretty
Look real,
effectively
though.
too, until you said something.
Okay, so he's gonna first attack with the short sword is over a 20,
Okay.
and then second attack is it has advantage because he's angry. Ooh, and that's way over a 20.
Okay.
We're trying.
Is that Bungle's voice?
Yeah, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the first attack is 11 damage, and then the second one is 79, 14, 15, 16.
Okay.
And that's all I can
She's
do.
all good.
Hey!
I just love when a boggle is dramatically more effective than I am.
I like that we're all just floating around a room.
Yeah. It always happens with the summoned things where it's like, oh, it's a cute little bird, and then it did 30 damage.
Valen's gonna pull the shirt collar to show Valen the charm of restoration he has on his body. And he's going to use that to cast lesser restoration on himself.
Okay.
No more mummy rot.
Nice.
Was that a bonus action?
It's my action.
Okay.
But I was gonna rule, if it's cool with you, that because it was part of a magic item, it doesn't count as casting a spell. So I can cast a second spell as a bonus action.
Sure.
I'm going to hex her.
What level spell is that?
What does that one do?
There's no save, no attack.
Extra damage when you hit them.
Oh, okay.
Does it go off or no?
I think you're racked with pain, and you can decide whether or not you want to make a roll to push through that pain, or just let it. If you
Is
let
there
it
a
go,
roll this time? Because last time,
there was a roll last time.
Yeah, last time you could either choose to let it go or try to roll through it.
but then it still went away.
I would
Is it
love
because
to
I
see the
rolled
stat
low?
block. with
You
the
failed to save, so you lost the spell. So you feel pain. You know that if you stop casting the spell, you don't lose the spell slot, and you will not take any damage. If you want to push through the pain, you will take damage, and
Do I
then
still lose my bonus action?
not if you don't push through it. You can do something else.
Okay. And I won't push through it. I'll drop it. And then I asked for Chomkud to be in the room, so as a bonus action, I will have him scurry. Can you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? Then I will have
Be good on your name, buddy.
Bungle and Chomp could have teamed up.
Together they are bung good.
Bungle.
So good.
Sorry, good bung?
Or
No.
It's
Chomple?
all bad.
Chomp.
They're all bad.
Bung chomp.
How big is Chomp good? How big is Chomp good?
Small.
Bungle's just gonna ride Chomp good into battle.
Ooh. We'll definitely get a reputation then.
I don't know what happened. They came out of nowhere. There was a boggle riding a worm.
Worm?
That would be terrible. That psychic damage immediately.
A worm?
Say word.
It is not with
Say
advantage.
M. Word. M. Say
Because
word.
your first attack
Worm.
after entering the room since he failed is a disadvantage.
Oh, I thought because he wasted a turn.
That's why I tried to get you to the wall.
Oh, that was
Well, never mind
look back his cage.
then. That's my turn.
Okay. All right. Do.
And Chomp Good rides others. It's not good.
Huh. Daddy doesn't know.
Woof.
Daddy
Fuck it.
Love that for the DM.
Does a 22 hit Naya?
Yeah.
Who's hitting her?
I am.
I am
No,
dodging
no,
them.
Valen
Did
is.
you do that with a disadvantage because I am dodging?
It was a 23 and a 22.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to use my sentinel.
Go for it.
Step.
18, so 30.
Yep.
Level 13 is wild, y'all.
God.
This staff is the best thing that ever happened to Bendel.
35 damage. 21 of that is necrotic. If that matters.
Oh, that does matter. 21 is necrotic?
Yes.
Okay, I'm having that.
So it's 14 bludgeoning, 21 necrotic.
Okay, 14 bludgeoning.
So it'd
I
be
took the necrotic, and now I'm taking the bludgeoning, which was 14, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay.
and you can't fucking be diseased, so what's up? 13. You're looking real bad.
And she goes to punch you, and I'm like,
Ural.
Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, that's going to be a 20, a 23, and a nat 20 for a 30.
From your sword?
No, for my Eldritch Blast.
Oh, I was like, what?
Ritual.
Okay, give me that damage.
Who are you hitting her?
Yeah.
She's got
Okay, so that's going to be 8, 11, 21 damage from that.
Total?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I got the nat 20, so that one was a 10 plus the roll.
I forgot there were multiple beams on Eldritch Blast.
3 for us. And
Hit the
then,
face last time.
the sword
Okay.
for a 19.
That will hit.
For 5.
The sword pierces her. She turns to dust
Yes!
before she turns to dust,
and flies out of the room.
Wait,
Not dead, though.
I guess I can
I might
try
have.
to do
Sure.
a thingy. I can't grapple her, she's dust. Dirty 20.
You swing and you just hit dust.
Sure.
And as the dust leaves the room, so we'll take a break. We'll be back. And we're gonna not be here very long, but we need a break. So Valen has turned to dust, and it was a
I
much
died.
finer dust and less cohesive dust form than last time and fled the room.
Last time you described it as sand, so that's
Yes, it's dust this time.
Where did you said fled because she's dead? How can
Yeah.
she flee?
I don't know.
Should everyone make an allergy
Does
check?
dust have agency? I don't know.
Everyone make an allergy check to see if it's that
We'll get there. We'll get there. It is who that was. Who did that?
me.
You did that. So it is now. Do you have anything else you're doing?
No, but now it makes sense because I was kind of like, Hank, did you kill my or did you steal my how did you do that moment? Then how are you going to do this?
Oh,
But now it makes much more sense. That was it for me.
okay.
That was my bonus action, and I'm holding anything else.
Good to know. It is now Naya's turn.
I say we get out of here. I don't really feel the need to kill this, as it has almost killed me. Disengage 50 feet. 50
Okay.
feet away.
1, 2.
Then looks at his heavy armor and goes,
How bad is that thing looking?
It's crumbling in pieces at parts of its body.
It's crumbling in pieces. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just go to the door then. I would wait for everyone else before leaving.
As you get to the door,
What? Damn
I will
it, she's
very,
still
very
alive.
faint.
She whispered, I will be your tomb?
Must mean she's still around.
Doom, sorry, Doom. Okay, no need to be snarky.
as I turn on the golem, you really should have seen that coming.
Silence casting bitch.
In the chat room, still safe in here?
Apparently.
Benlin does a 22 hit. Really?
Oh
That's
no.
my AC.
Okay. You're gonna take 27.
Take 2 from that.
Okay, so 20.
Hey, you don't get snarky either. I got you, babe.
I like Grumpy Carol. It's fun.
Beach.
Well, am I still flanking? No, because Naya left.
No.
You can step to the other side of
Then
Henry, and then you're flanking with me.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
No.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, little stylish, like, whoop.
You
There you
can't
go.
disengage? That's what I did.
I look at the stone golem as I run around to it, and I go, "You're one of the bolder attractions here," and I put a stab at it.
It shakes its head. It's not made of stone, it's made of crystal.
You can have a boulder of crystal.
It's not made of stone.
As it
it's made of
shakes
crystal.
As it shakes its head, I go, "Yeah, you took that one for granted."
It explodes.
I could have killed it!
Damage, and everyone in the room takes 50
Wait.
damage.
Where's
I'm
it?
kidding. I'm kidding.
I was like, wait a minute.
The commitment, I was worried for a
I
second.
wish it had a self-destruct thing. That would be badass.
yeah. Is there any monsters that do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds-
Methods, as far as a low-level monster, methods, if you kill them, they blow up.
No. Nice, lovely.
And what you
We
got?
do whatever.
21 to hit.
Yeah.
Woo! Sneak attack.
Crystal is not a rock, so I cannot be.
Did you
Got you.
God, why can't you be a crystal? It's the worst trait.
All right, Dwayne.
You're not a crystal.
Taking
Oh, do we
15 plus 6, 21 damage.
21 damage.
Yep.
That's a good one, though.
Okay.
And then bonus action, offhand attack. Misses.
Okay.
16 misses.
Yep.
Back to the main hand. 27 to hit.
Yep.
Eight damage. I would like to action surge
Okay.
and attack again.
And frankly, is the only bolt present and offended by being used as an insult.
That's Rockist.
Dirty 20 to hit.
So you're stuck between a rock.
And I'm gonna spend 2 more of my dice for 8. What can I see?
Please celebrate.
5 plus 2 is 7. And it was that one. 12. 15 damage total.
Okay.
I very exasperatedly. Everyone else okay?
No.
I'm still standing.
Hey.
Anything else?
I moved.
Floating.
I did a lot this turn. I'm done.
That's an eyeball.
Henry.
Fine, Benlin, fine. I cast Eldritch Blast at the golem. Not if I back up.
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I'm gonna. What happens if I'm within 5 feet?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh well, yeah, I'll just do that then. I don't have Booming Blade. What do I have? Oh no, I have Blade Ward. That's what I have, which is not Booming Blade. Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. Feet away. $12 hit.
Nope.
The first one.
Henry doesn't get to pick more spells.
I don't get to pick my spells.
Band picks them.
I get to pick some of them. That 13 probably doesn't hit.
Nope.
Okay, that was a little bit better. 17 hit?
Nope.
What is your charisma modifier? Or what is your spell attack modifier? Sorry.
Oh, +9.
Oh, okay.
But it was disadvantage, so
Oh, damn.
I know.
That's rough. That's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy. And then yeah, that's it.
Did
But
you make 3 attacks?
yes, I did.
Medlin does go, thank you.
See, that is Bungles.
Mm-hmm.
So Bungle would like to move over to the thing. Angrily, he's got his sights set. His sights are set on this golem. Doesn't matter what I do. It just matters what Bungle does. Well and truly.
Bungle's angry. Bungle, you won't like him when he's angry.
You won't like him when he's angry.
He's never not angry.
Is he flanking?
Yeah.
Does he get advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
He's not my sword.
13. 22.
Yep.
All right, for the second one. $22.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So 10, 13, 14 damage for the first one. And 14 damage for the second one.
How does Bungle kill it?
Yes. So I fail miserably, and he comes like swimming through the air behind, and with his short sword just like jumps on its head
Okay.
and just stabs, and then it just breaks as he
Like he's
or
making a
however
fucking snow cone.
like and screeching. Like I don't know how boggles sound, but like cackling, screeching goblin noises. Just
I will call over to Naya. I think in swimming they call that the rage stroke.
Too true.
can't
Once
believe him.
it's dead, Paige will take 2 of his psychic daggers, just throw them in the air and go, whatever. And walk away.
I'm sorry, dear.
I walk away, I leave the room.
We are out of combat.
Farmers.
Woohoo!
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
I walk up to my chunky unicorn and say, thank you. Spell it.
He
How long does he last? An hour?
What now?
I personally think that we should return to that sarcophagus room. Because if a dust creature thing goes anywhere, that makes sense.
I begrudgingly start walking towards the door.
As you return to this room, gravity takes hold again. I'm assuming your stairs are still there, probably.
Or what?
Your stairs.
Oh, sure.
Just slowly. Well, what's the temperature in the room?
It'd be melting.
A balmy, like 70.
They're melting.
Yeah, I mean,
You could probably just jump down anyway.
Slide down the water slide. That sounds fun.
I have to say, I'm really enjoying this mouse button.
On the back and forth.
all right. So you guys head back to the sarcophagus room.
Oh yeah, it was down the hall.
Oh my god, I'm going to need the spot immediately. I can feel her in my lungs. Kirill, tell me it's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. I don't know that. Just it is.
That's all you have to say. It's going to be okay.
Right.
Should I cure you?
No, save your spell slots for now. But if I start looking like her,
Oh gosh.
I trust you to do what you need to do.
Darling, you don't look a day over 7:30.
Oh, thank you.
What are we doing?
Is there any sign in this room that there's a change?
Is the sarcophagus still open?
No, the sarcophagus is closed. If you left it open.
You still have the organs, right?
We do.
Okay.
Did we just leave the sarcophagus closed and assume she's trapped in there now?
I pick up the rope.
Set it on
start
fire.
rappelling down.
Okay.
Oh, fire's smart. I like that.
I'm staying up above.
I would like to send Bungle down with you.
I'll go down with you.
Is everyone going down?
Yeah.
I will stay
I'll
at the
go down.
edge of it, though.
I'm gonna stay at the edge and I'm gonna have 2 daggers readied.
And Bungle's going down.
I'll go down to it.
We got a pincer thing going on. Is Chomkin coming or is he staying? As we approach the sarcophagus.
I'm going to cast protection from evil and good on Kirill.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, are we expecting horrible noxious cloud again?
Well, if we touch it, maybe.
Summon Shithead the monkey.
How close are you getting to the sarcophagus?
Before we summon
Just how close are you getting?
That far.
I would stay back where I was when I was down in the pit.
Summon Shithead the monkey with his 19th strength. Then I kind of gesture for Boggle.
Bungle looks at me, looks at the sarcophagus.
Shit goes.
He's gonna go up and kick it. Send Bungle to kick the sarcophagus.
Okay, so you guys are opening the sarcophagus?
Yeah.
You open the sarcophagus. I need both of them to make charisma saving throws, please.
Charisma.
Such a
-2.
broken- Negatives.
27 necrotic.
Hold on, you said charisma?
Mm-hmm.
You actually might live through this. It's the
19?
13 necrotic damage.
Well, he's dead.
Okay,
We
so
killed Bungle.
the sarcophagus does not open.
Jeez.
Wait,
Rip to Bungle.
it does open, and then Bungle disappears in a flash of black light.
He sacrificed himself to open it, guys.
And the two of you who are up on the gallery, see down into the sarcophagus as it opens. And it looks like there is a slowly reforming body. And that is where we're going to end tonight.
In the sarcophagus?
in the sarcophagus.
Hmm.
I hate you guys.
Y'all seen the mummy?
Perfect place.
Thank you guys for joining us. I don't even know what to say right now. My brain is dead.
Good thing you don't have to explain a really difficult concept next.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck, I do. All right. Well, I'm gonna save my brain power then and say we love you all. Thank you for watching.
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed
Thanks,
it.
patrons.
And thank you so much to our patrons, Sparky, Dossie, Daniel, Rio's Mom, Alistair, Rockelman, Eric Fox, Meepo, Dream Lover, Duke Relin, and Taku Arcana. We really appreciate y'all. Just so everybody is aware, we're putting up the World of Darkness / Chronicles of Darkness character interviews on our Patreon, and those will be up on YouTube a month after they've gone up on our Patreon. So the first one is already up. They'll be going up every few days from here going forward. So you can kind of see how each of us built our World of Darkness characters
Their secrets.
and their secrets. As well as the first episode of World of Darkness, which I believe will be published on Tuesday, if not on Thursday, but it'll be up by the time you see this. How about that? And with that, I'll hand it back over to Hank.
Oh, that's all I got. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
For joining us on this adventure. We will finish it next week.
Yes.
Eventually,
Line break dash.
Dr.
Dr.
Calvin Connors.